Before we begin, if you enjoy these sleep stories, a like and subscribe helps this channel grow. I'm curious, where are you listening from and what time is it there? Leave a comment below. Now let's begin. The first delicate hint of morning light, a faint pearlescent gray, begins its slow crawl across the high ceiling of your penthouse bedroom. It filters gently through the heavy linen blend curtains, softening the edges of the room, preventing any harshness from disturbing the last vestiges of your peaceful slumber. A barely perceptible shift in the air, a subtle coolness, signals the approaching dawn. You stir, feeling the smooth, cool weight of the silk duvet shift with your movement, a testament to its exquisite weave. Your eyes flutter open, adjusting to the muted glow that bathes your private sanctuary. You push back the luxurious bedding, feeling the almost imperceptible resistance of the finest Egyptian cotton sheets, cool against your skin. Your bare feet descend from the soft rug beside the bed, meeting the expanse of polished Italian marble. There's a slight, refreshing chill that rises through the soles of your feet, a grounding sensation that connects you to the solid foundation of your home, high above the waking world. You walk slowly, deliberately, towards the floor-to-ceiling windows, each step measured and unhurried on the cool, unforgiving stone. With a gentle, practiced hand, you draw back the heavy curtains. They glide effortlessly along their silent track, revealing the vast, evolving canvas of the city below. The skyline unfurls, a breathtaking panorama painted in shades of muted indigo and soft, emerging rose. Distant skyscrapers, still half-cloaked in shadow, begin to catch the first golden promises of the rising sun. You can just discern the faint, rhythmic pulse of the city's early awakening, a soft, almost melodic hum that drifts up from below, blending into the serene silence of your elevated haven. Small pinpricks of light still glimmer across the avenues, gradually dimming as the sky brightens. You spend a tranquil moment simply gazing, your breath slowing, your mind gently absorbing the unfolding spectacle. A subtle, consistent warmth now emanates from the underfloor heating, a comforting counterpoint to the crisp, fresh morning air. You turn from the grand window, moving across the room towards the custom-built dressing area, an alcove designed for elegant preparations. There, draped over a sculpted velvet chaise lounge, lies your preferred morning garment, a robe of pure, heavy mulberry silk, its deep sapphire hue shimmering even in the evolving light. You reach for it, feeling the exquisite, liquid flow of the fabric as it slips through your fingers. Slowly, you ease it onto your shoulders, the silk settling against your skin with a weightless, caressing touch. It is a second skin, a delicate, luxurious embrace that speaks of understated quality and comfort. As you tie the soft silk sash loosely at your waist, your gaze drifts to a meticulously arranged floral display on a polished chrome table nearby. A delicate sprig of star jasmine, chosen for its subtle elegance, releases its fresh, sweet fragrance into the air. You lean closer, taking a slow, deep inhalation, allowing the pure, clean scent to fill your senses, mingling harmoniously with the faintest hint of ozone from the morning air. The world outside seems to hold its collective breath with you, caught in this peaceful interlude between night and day. You pad silently across the marble, finding a comfortable position in a deep, ergonomic armchair, its rich leather welcoming. A perfect, elevated vantage point from which to quietly observe the graceful awakening of the world. The comfortable embrace of the armchair and the vista of the waking city soon draw you gently towards the day. The soft silk of your robe rustles as you rise, moving with purpose towards the terrace doors. The cool marble floor of your penthouse guides your steps as the city lights, once brilliant, begin to fade into the strengthening morning light. You glide through the large glass doors, stepping out onto your expansive private terrace. A distinct shift in the air greets you, fresher and cooler than indoors, carrying a faint, invigorating scent of salt and distant greenery. The morning sun bathes the terrace in a warm, golden glow, kissing the elegant outdoor furniture. A pristine white linen cloth drapes over a circular table, set with gleaming silver and delicate porcelain. A small handcrafted ceramic teapot, perfectly warmed, sits waiting alongside a matching cup and saucer. You settle into a comfortable woven chair, its cushions soft and inviting, positioned for an unobstructed view of the horizon. Your eyes trace the curve of the distant coastline, where land meets the shimmering expanse of the sea, a vibrant cerulean under the brightening sky. A gentle breeze whispers across the terrace, a subtle caress against your cheek, carrying the faint, clean scent of the ocean. It stirs the leaves of the potted olive trees, creating a soft, rustling chorus. Before you, a silver cloche rests on a delicate tiered stand. You lift it with care, revealing an array of freshly baked pastries, still warm and fragrant. The sweet, buttery aroma of croissants, flaky pain au chocolat, and delicate fruit tarts rises to meet you. You reach for a golden brown croissant, its surface subtly crisp, yielding to the lightest touch. The warmth transfers to your fingertips. You pour yourself a cup of carefully steeped Earl Grey tea, its rich amber liquid steaming gently. The subtle bergamot scent mingles with the pastry's sweetness, creating a soothing perfume. The warm ceramic of the teacup feels reassuring in your hands. You take a slow sip, allowing the smooth, fragrant warmth to spread through you, a gentle awakening for your senses. A quiet movement catches your eye as a server replenishes the chilled sparkling water in a crystal carafe nearby, then recedes as silently as they appeared. You break off a piece of the croissant, feeling its feathery layers separate, and bring it to your lips. The delicate crunch and soft, buttery texture dissolves slowly on your tongue. The distant city hum remains, a gentle backdrop, while the sea breeze continues its rhythmic, calming presence, a quiet assurance that this moment is all yours. The lingering scent of fresh pastry and the faint, invigorating sea breeze gently recede as you step back into the tranquil interior of your penthouse. The transition from the bright, open terrace to the hushed calm within is immediate and deeply soothing. You walk across the familiar, cool expanse of Italian marble, the same floor you walked across this morning, leaving behind the lively morning for a more contemplative space. Your path leads you towards a quiet wing of the residence, reserved for your private collection. A heavy, unassuming door, crafted from dark, rich walnut, swings open with a soft, almost inaudible sigh, revealing the entrance to your personal art gallery. The air inside is noticeably cooler, a controlled environment designed to preserve the delicate artworks, and carries a subtle, clean aroma of polished stone and aged wood. The natural morning light from outside is expertly diffused here, replaced by strategically placed, soft illumination that highlights each piece with exquisite care. Overhead, track lights cast gentle pools of warm light, preventing any harsh glares. You step onto the plush, deep pile wool rug that covers the gallery floor, its dense fibers cushioning your every step, absorbing any sound. The silence here is profound, broken only by the barely perceptible hum of the climate control system, a steady, low whisper. Your gaze is drawn to a monumental yet elegantly poised marble sculpture occupying the center of the main viewing space. Its pristine white surface, meticulously carved, catches the soft light, revealing intricate veins and a flawless, cool sheen. You approach the sculpture slowly, circling it with unhurried steps. Your eyes follow the graceful curves and dramatic angles, noticing how the soft light defines every subtle undulation, every deliberate cut by the artist's hand. The polished surface seems almost alive under the directed illumination, reflecting and absorbing the light in delicate dances of shadow and brilliance. You pause, allowing your gaze to linger on a particular detail, perhaps the gentle drape of a garment rendered in stone, or the smooth, unblemished skin of a sculpted form. Moving past the marble, you find yourself before a series of smaller bronze pieces, displayed on custom-lit pedestals of dark brushed steel. The bronze surfaces are rich, with a deep, earthy patina that absorbs the light differently, creating a warm, almost velvety texture that invites a closer look. You lean in slightly, observing the fine details, the artisan's fingerprints subtly preserved in the metal, a silent testament to their skilled hand. The quiet hum of the room continues, a comforting, unobtrusive companion as you drift from one polished form to the next, each piece a silent conversation. The gallery holds you in its gentle, still embrace, a sanctuary of quiet beauty and thoughtful observation. After lingering among the familiar forms of your permanent collection, your focus gently shifts towards a more private section of the gallery. Here, away from the established pieces, a designated space awaits contemplation, reserved for potential new additions. The air, still cool and controlled, seems to hold a quiet anticipation, a subtle tension of discovery. You approach a large, custom-designed crate, its pale wood carefully sealed, sitting expectantly on a low, robust plinth. A gallery assistant, moving with practiced quietude, is already nearby, their presence unobtrusive. With deliberate, precise movements, they begin to unfasten the intricate latches on the crate. The soft, dull click of metal against wood is the only sound, a crisp, controlled acoustic within the hushed room. You observe as the assistant carefully pries open the lid, revealing layers of protective packing material beneath. The faint scent of freshly cut wood and a dry, earthy aroma of archival linen wafts gently into the air. Slowly, meticulously, the assistant begins to peel back the heavy blankets of acid-free tissue paper and soft foam padding. Each layer is removed with utmost care, revealing fragments of the new artwork beneath. Your eyes catch a glimpse of a rich, deep hue, perhaps a burnished gold or a deep, resonant terracotta, hinting at the material within. The anticipation is a soft, quiet hum, not an urgent one, but a gentle unfolding of a moment. Finally, the last layer of protective wrapping is lifted, exposing the entirety of the piece. It is a striking, almost organic form, crafted from a lustrous dark ceramic, its surface subtly textured, catching the diffused overhead lights in myriad tiny reflections. The sculpture possesses a quiet weight, a grounded presence that commands attention without demanding it. Its curves are fluid, almost liquid, yet its form suggests an ancient geological origin, a timeless elegance. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the visual information to settle. You move closer, circling the newly revealed acquisition, your gaze tracing the uninterrupted lines and contemplating its relationship to the other masterpieces in your collection. You reach out a hand, hovering just inches above the cool, smooth surface of the ceramic, feeling the subtle presence of its energy without making contact. The quiet hum of the climate control continues its steady rhythm, a constant, soothing backdrop to your contemplation. This piece holds a unique story, a new chapter for your gallery. You pause, simply observing the way the soft light glides across its form, allowing its serene beauty to sink in, a quiet promise of future moments. The gallery remains a sanctuary of stillness, inviting you to simply be. Leaving the quiet solitude of your personal art gallery, the subtle chill of the climate-controlled space lingers for a moment on your skin. You move through the hushed corridors of your penthouse, the familiar, cool marble beneath your feet, guiding you towards another realm of curated luxury. The morning sun, now higher in the sky, casts brighter geometric patterns through the windows, but you are drawn deeper into the home's embrace, away from the light. Your path leads you to a discreet, unassuming door, almost blending seamlessly with the polished wood paneling of the wall. With a gentle push, it swings inwards on silent hinges, revealing a short, dimly lit stone staircase descending into the cool, still air below. A faint, earthy aroma, mingled with the unmistakable scent of aged oak and damp soil, greets you, a promise of the hidden world beyond. You begin your slow descent, each step deliberate, feeling the cool, rough texture of the ancient stone beneath your polished leather slippers. At the bottom, a heavy wrought iron gate, intricately adorned with delicate scrollwork, stands guard. It opens with a soft, resonant creak that echoes briefly in the cavernous space before quickly dissipating into the profound silence. You step across the threshold into your hidden cellar, a sanctuary of cool temperatures and timeless anticipation. The air here is noticeably cooler, a steady, constant chill that envelops you, creating a refreshing contrast to the outside world. Dim, warm sconce lighting, strategically placed along the vaulted stone walls, casts long, dancing shadows, illuminating endless rows of dark, dusty bottles cradled within bespoke, hand-hewn oak racks. Each bottle is a silent testament to time, holding a rare vintage, patiently maturing. The scent of damp earth is more pronounced here, a grounding, almost primal aroma, subtly underscored by the sweet, complex notes of fermenting grapes and old wood. You walk slowly down a narrow aisle, your fingers lightly tracing the dust-kissed labels on the bottles, feeling the cool, smooth glass. Your breath comes in slow, measured rhythms, matching the unhurried pace of this subterranean world. A sommelier, a figure of quiet competence, stands further down the aisle, meticulously cataloging new arrivals. Their presence is a reassuring one, a silent guardian of your collection. You simply observe their gentle, practiced movements. Your gaze settles on a particular section, where bottles of a specific, revered vintage reside. You reach out, your fingertips brushing against the cool, damp glass of a bottle, its label faded just enough to hint at its venerable age. The softest whisper of air stirs as you carefully select one, turning it gently in your hand, feeling its substantial weight. The bottle hums with a quiet energy, a silent story of sun-drenched vineyards and patient aging. The cool, still air of the cellar surrounds you, a comforting blanket of peace and antiquity. With the selected vintage cradled gently in your hand, its cool, damp glass a comforting weight, you turn from the deep rows of ancient oak racks. Your steps, slow and measured on the cool stone floor, lead you deeper into the cellar's heart, towards a secluded alcove designed specifically for quiet contemplation. Here, a small, round tasting table awaits, its surface of polished, dark walnut gleaming softly under focused sconce lighting. A pristine white linen cloth is draped across it, set with two delicate, bell-shaped crystal glasses that catch the subtle light with a sparkling brilliance. The sommelier, a figure of quiet expertise, is already present, standing with a poised stillness beside the table. You carefully place the selected bottle of aged wine on the polished surface, hearing a soft, almost imperceptible thud that quickly dissipates into the profound quietude. The rich aroma of old wood and damp earth still hangs in the cool, unmoving air of the cellar, a constant, grounding presence. You settle into the deep, comfortable leather armchair, its cushions offering a welcome embrace after your slow stroll through the labyrinthine aisles. The sommelier then retrieves a finely crafted, silver-handled corkscrew, its metallic gleam a subtle flash in the warm light. With practiced, deliberate movements, they begin the slow process of uncorking the venerable bottle. A soft, distinct, gentle thwip sound, gentle and resonant, echoes lightly in the hushed space as the cork is slowly, carefully drawn from the narrow neck of the bottle. This soft sound is followed by the faintest release of air, and the first subtle breath of the aged wine begins to unfurl, a delicate perfume escaping into the controlled environment. The sommelier, maintaining their unhurried grace, then decants the deep, lustrous ruby liquid into a slender, elegant crystal decanter. They tilt it gently, allowing the wine to cascade slowly, deliberately, its rich color shimmering under the focused light. A faint gurgling, a rhythmic, soothing trickle accompanies the pour, a delicate liquid whisper. The distinct aroma of the aged vintage, a complex tapestry of dark fruit, old leather, and a hint of damp forest floor, now begins to truly blossom in the cool, still air, blending seamlessly with the enduring cellar scents of earth and seasoned oak. A moment later, they carefully pour a measured amount into one of the pristine crystal glasses, the liquid glinting with a warm, amber glow as it settles. You lift the delicate glass, feeling its ethereal weight, and gently, slowly swirl the wine within. Your eyes follow the way the liquid gracefully clings to the inner surface, forming slow, elegant legs that trace subtle paths downwards, a visual testament to its viscosity and age. The gentle swish of the wine is barely audible, a soft, intimate whisper. You bring the finely crafted rim of the glass closer to your nose, taking a deep, unhurried inhalation. The nuanced aromas deepen, revealing intricate layers of black cherry, a whisper of old cedar, and a subtle, warming spice that seems to unfold with each breath. You hold the glass suspended for a long moment, simply absorbing the intricate, evolving bouquet, the liquid almost glowing with an inner, quiet light. The consistent, cool air of the cellar seems to hold these delicate scents in perfect suspension, allowing each note to reveal itself without any sense of urgency. The sommelier remains a picture of respectful stillness, their focused presence a quiet, unobtrusive assurance. The subtle warmth from your hand, a gentle warmth, begins its slow transfer to the cool, delicate crystal, making the glass feel like a living extension of your own discerning senses. This moment is a deep, immersive contemplation, a silent journey into time, and the meticulous craft of winemaking. The nuanced aromas linger, a soft, inviting promise that settles around you, a peaceful conclusion in the profound quietude of the cellar. The cool, damp silence of the wine cellar slowly recedes as you make your unhurried ascent back up the stone staircase. Each step carries you further from the earthy antiquity below, towards a different kind of sanctuary. The faint, subtle hum of the penthouse's climate control, a sound you've come to associate with quiet comfort, gradually returns. You traverse a hushed corridor, your bare feet padding softly on the deep pile rug, absorbing any sound, until you reach a discreet, unmarked door. With a gentle touch, the door opens into your private spa suite, revealing a haven already infused with a warm, welcoming atmosphere. The air here is noticeably warmer, carrying a faint, clean scent of mineral water and a delicate whisper of lavender. Soft, ambient lighting, diffused through frosted glass panels, bathes the space in a tranquil glow, casting gentle shadows across the polished, creamy onyx walls. The entire suite feels like a calm, quiet embrace, a deliberate escape from the world outside. You move slowly through the serene space, your steps cushioned by the warm, smooth stone floor. A soft, thick robe, folded neatly on a chaise lounge, upholstered in natural linen, awaits your arrival. You slip it on, feeling the comforting weight of the pure cotton enveloping you, its generous fabric, a luxurious invitation to simply relax. The scent of fresh, clean linen adds to the calming ambiance, a subtle olfactory layer beneath the dominant lavender. Your gaze is drawn towards the central feature of the suite, a spacious steam room, its heavy glass door partially fogged with a delicate mist. A low, rhythmic hiss, almost a sigh, emanates from within, accompanied by the gentle drip of condensation. You approach the door, feeling the warmth intensify, a pleasant flush already beginning to rise on your skin. The air grows wonderfully humid, clinging softly to your senses. As you step inside, the enveloping warmth and thick, fragrant steam immediately cocoon you. The air is dense with the pure, calming essence of lavender, released slowly into the humid environment, filling your lungs with each deep, unhurried breath. The smooth, cool surface of the marble bench inside invites you to sit, and you settle onto its expanse, feeling the heat penetrate your muscles with gentle persuasion. Your eyes softly close, allowing the warmth and the soothing aroma to work their quiet magic. The rhythmic hiss of the steam generator becomes a comforting, hypnotic pulse, lulling your mind into an even deeper state of serene contemplation. Every sense is now immersed in this peaceful, restorative cocoon of warmth and fragrance, a quiet unfolding of deep relaxation. After the deep embrace of the lavender-scented steam, a subtle shift in the air invites you to step out. You push open the heavy glass door, the cool, fresh air of the spa suite, a welcome contrast against your warm, flushed skin. Tiny droplets of condensation still cling to your eyelashes, reflecting the soft, diffused light of the room. The rhythmic hiss of the steam generator fades, replaced by a profound, gentle quietude that seems to cushion the very air. A serene treatment room, adjacent to the steam suite, now awaits your full attention. It is softly lit, the glow emanating from hidden sources, casting long, peaceful shadows across the creamy onyx walls. The air here carries a delicate new fragrance, a blend of warm sandalwood and soothing chamomile, grounding the lingering scent of lavender. A massage therapist, their movements quiet and unobtrusive, offers a subtle gesture towards a plush, heated massage table. Its surface is covered in crisp, soft linen, inviting you to simply release and rest. You ease yourself onto the table, feeling the gentle warmth radiating upwards through the soft layers of fabric, the cool linen initially a light contrast against your skin before your body adjusts to the welcoming heat. You lie face down, your head resting comfortably in the padded cradle, allowing your neck and shoulders to relax completely. A moment passes in profound stillness, only the quiet rustle of the sheets as you settle fully. Then, a delicate warm oil is poured with a soft, almost imperceptible whisper of liquid sound. It is then gently spread across your skin, fragrant with the calming notes of chamomile and a subtle hint of citrus. The initial touch is light, almost ethereal, sending a ripple of calm through your body. Soft, knowing hands begin their work. A slow, rhythmic kneading that starts at your shoulders, releasing accumulated tension with each measured stroke. The pressure is perfect, firm yet gentle, dissolving any lingering stiffness, allowing your muscles to yield, softening beneath their expert touch. The soft, even strokes continue, moving with a deliberate grace down your back, then to your arms and legs. Each movement is unhurried, a precise choreography of quiet care. Your breathing deepens, becoming slower, more expansive, aligning effortlessly with the serene rhythm of the massage. The world outside, the distant city's hum, the art gallery, the wine cellar, all seem to drift further away, leaving only the profound stillness of this present moment, the quiet care enveloping you. Your body sinks deeper into the luxurious warmth of the table, feeling utterly weightless, completely at peace. The gentle pressure continues, a lulling, hypnotic caress that invites you to drift, suspended in a cocoon of tranquility. Everything else can simply fade into the periphery, allowing you to float. The profound, quiet embrace of the massage slowly draws to a gentle close. The lingering warmth of the scented oils, a delicate film on your skin, slowly begins to fade as you rise from the plush comfort of the heated table. A profound, deep relaxation remains, a soft, pleasant current beneath your skin, guiding you towards the next unhurried moment of your day. You slip back into your soft cotton robe, feeling its familiar, comforting weight. The serene ambiance of the spa suite, infused with the subtle perfume of sandalwood and chamomile, gives way as you exit, the soft click of the door, a gentle punctuation. You move through a quiet section of your residence, the accustomed cool marble floor beneath your feet, towards a private dressing and fitting room, a space dedicated to sartorial artistry. The room is spacious, with high ceilings and large frosted glass panels that diffuse the afternoon light into a soft, even glow, preventing any harsh shadows. Walls of polished, dark wood reflect the subdued light, adding to the quiet elegance. A faint, clean scent of fine textiles and leather subtly perfumes the air, a distinct difference from the floral notes of the spa. Standing patiently by a floor-to-ceiling mirror, a master tailor, a figure of calm precision, greets you with a subtle, respectful inclination of the head. Their movements are quiet, efficient, and imbued with years of expertise. On a robust, custom-designed stand nearby, draped elegantly, is the jacket of your custom-tailored suit. The fabric, a luxurious blend of superfine merino wool and a whisper of cashmere, possesses a deep, charcoal gray hue, almost absorbing the ambient light. You can almost feel its exquisite softness from a distance. You approach the stand, feeling the slight swish of your robe as you move. The tailor gently lifts the jacket, its weight substantial yet fluid. As you slip your arms into the sleeves, the smooth, silken lining glides effortlessly against your skin, a cool, gentle caress. The fine wool then settles around your shoulders, its inherent warmth and exceptional drape immediately noticeable, a second skin of unparalleled quality. There's a soft, almost imperceptible rustle of the fabric as it conforms to your form, a whisper of refined textile. You stand before the mirror, taking a slow, steady breath. The tailor, now holding a length of delicate silver-tipped measuring tape, moves around you with quiet grace. Their touch is light and precise as they make tiny adjustments, smoothing the lapels, feeling the tension in the seams. Small, almost invisible pins are placed with a soft, quick snip of their fingers, holding a subtle fold here, refining a curve there. The entire process unfolds in comfortable silence, a shared moment of focus and meticulous craftsmanship. The subtle warmth of the wool against your skin and the focused attention to detail immerse you in a quiet, satisfying ritual of preparation, a perfect continuation of your unhurried day. Every adjustment, every gentle touch, simply deepens the sense of quiet, understated luxury. Still standing before the expansive mirror, the rich, charcoal gray wool of your custom jacket settled perfectly across your shoulders, you begin to truly feel its presence. The deep, soothing relaxation from your spa visit earlier now allows for a heightened awareness of every subtle detail. The faint scent of fine wool, clean and natural, permeates the air around you, a quiet testament to the quality of the textile. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling the gentle drape of the fabric, its inherent warmth subtly embracing you. The master tailor, with their calm and focused demeanor, now steps closer. Their eyes, keen and discerning, trace the lines of the jacket, ensuring every curve and angle aligns with the precise vision of bespoke artistry. With a quiet, almost imperceptible flick of their wrist, they unroll a fresh length of soft, ivory-colored measuring tape. It unspools with a delicate, hushed, the sound, a small, precise accent in the profound stillness of the fitting room. You observe their hands, moving with an almost balletic grace, entirely dedicated to their craft. The cool, smooth tape gently brushes against your wrist, then your forearm, as the tailor measures the ideal cuff length. You feel the feather-light pressure, a fleeting sensation against your skin, a silent communication of precision. There's a subtle click as the tailor locks a measurement, then a soft snap as the tape retracts, a series of tiny, precise sounds that punctuate the quiet focus. You watch their movements in the mirror, observing the meticulous attention given to the subtle fall of the sleeve, the exact line of the lapel. They smooth a crease here, adjust a shoulder seam there, their fingers deft and sure. Next, the tailor moves to your back, their presence a quiet assurance. You feel the gentle tension of the fabric as they take measurements across your upper back and shoulder blades, ensuring the garment will allow for effortless movement while maintaining its flawless silhouette. The wool, initially cool, now subtly warms to your body temperature, becoming an extension of your form. The air in the room, consistently mild, holds the faint scent of the wool and a whisper of starch from freshly pressed samples. You turn slightly at their subtle guiding gesture, allowing them to assess the fit from a different angle. The intricate stitching and the perfectly aligned patterns of the wool reveal themselves under the soft, diffused light, a visual symphony of meticulous craftsmanship. There's a shared, unspoken understanding between you and the tailor, a quiet collaboration in pursuit of perfection. The small, quick snips of pins being adjusted continue, a rhythmic, calming sound in the serene space. Each adjustment, however minute, further refines the fit, bringing the garment closer to a seamless, living extension of your silhouette. A feeling of deep, quiet satisfaction settling over you. The last precise snip of the tailor's pen fades into the memory of yesterday's meticulous preparations. Now, the subtle rhythmic sway of the deck beneath you is the first gentle sensation as morning light begins to softly permeate your cabin. You stir, feeling the cool crispness of the air that has somehow found its way inside, mingling with the faint, clean scent of polished wood and salt. The luxurious linens of your berth shift with the vessel's gentle movement, a comforting cradle inviting you deeper into the quietude. You push back the soft Egyptian cotton duvet, feeling its weightless warmth recede. Your bare feet meet the smooth, cool surface of the lacquered teak floor, a stark but pleasant contrast to the warmth of your bed. The soft, distant cry of a seagull drifts through a slightly ajar porthole, a gentle, melodic sound against the pervasive hush of the early morning sea. You rise slowly, unhurried, pulling on a finely woven cashmere shawl, its soft fibers a comforting barrier against the cool air. You move towards the cabin door, its polished brass handle cool beneath your fingertips. With a soft click, it opens, revealing a narrow corridor lit by the soft glow of recessed floor lights. Each step on the gleaming wood is silent, cushioned by the yacht's inherent stillness at rest. You ascend a short, elegant staircase, the polished mahogany railings smooth and cool under your hand, leading you upwards, towards the open air of the deck. Stepping out onto the main deck, the world unfolds in a symphony of muted colors and invigorating sensations. The cool morning air, damp with sea mist, brushes gently against your face, carrying a pure, exhilarating scent of the ocean, vast and unbound. Below, the gentle lapping of waves against the sleek hull of your yacht creates a soft, consistent rhythm, a soothing, hypnotic lullaby. Distant gulls circle with effortless grace, their calls now a little clearer, yet still wonderfully far away. The expansive deck, crafted from immaculate teak planks, gleams faintly, still damp with a delicate film of dew. You walk towards the stern, your steps quiet and measured on the smooth, cool wood. The horizon stretches before you, a pristine canvas of soft, emerging colors. A faint, pearlescent glow heralds the imminent arrival of the sun, painting the lowest clouds in whispers of rose and gold. The sky, a deep, evolving sapphire, slowly lightens, revealing the vast, unbroken expanse of the sea, its surface like liquid silk, barely disturbed by the quiet swell. You settle into a cushioned lounge chair, feeling the supple marine leather conform to your form, and simply watch as the first brilliant sliver of the sun begins its slow, majestic ascent, illuminating the vast, silent world around you. The soft, radiant warmth of the newly risen sun now fully bathes the gleaming teak deck of your yacht, transforming the cool morning air into a gentle, invigorating caress. The vast expanse of the sea, once muted, now shimmers with a million dancing points of golden light. As you relax in the cushioned lounge chair, a soft, subtle vibration begins beneath your feet, a deep, almost imperceptible hum that resonates through the vessel. This is the quiet awakening of the powerful, yet silent, engine, gently stirring your yacht into motion. With an unhurried grace, the yacht begins its slow, deliberate glide across the calm, crystalline waters. The rhythmic lapping of the waves against the hull, which was once a gentle presence, now softens further, becoming a continuous, liquid whisper as the vessel slices smoothly through the sea. The horizon, once a distant line, now subtly shifts and expands, revealing the contours of a beautiful, untouched coastline emerging into clearer view. The air remains wonderfully fresh, carrying the pure, undiluted essence of salt and distant, blooming wild herbs, You shift slightly in your comfortable chair, feeling the supple marine leather conform perfectly to your form, and turn your gaze towards the verdant cliffs that slowly draw nearer. They rise majestically from the shimmering blue, their rugged surfaces adorned with splashes of deep green foliage and the occasional striking white of ancient stone. Secluded coves, almost hidden from view, unfold with a quiet invitation as the yacht maintains its gentle, consistent pace, neither rushing nor lingering, simply drifting. A faint, refreshing mist, a delicate sea spray, sometimes drifts across the deck, barely touching your skin with its cool, ephemeral kiss before dissolving back into the air. Distant gulls, their calls now a little more defined yet still wonderfully ethereal, arc and soar against the boundless blue sky, their white wings catching the full brilliance of the morning light. They move with an effortless freedom, their silent ballet, a mesmerizing counterpoint to the yacht's steady, smooth passage. The only other sound, aside from the barely there hum of the engine and the soft whispers of the sea, is the occasional gentle creak of the yacht's finely crafted timbers, a soft, organic sound that speaks of its sturdy elegance and purposeful journey. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the gentle sway of the vessel and the pervasive calm of the open sea lull your senses. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the clean, salty air filling your lungs, and the rhythmic, soft caress of the sea all combine to create a profound sense of peaceful ease. The yacht continues its unhurried drift, each gentle motion a soft lullaby, inviting a deeper sense of contentment and timelessness. The world feels vast and open, yet utterly secure, a quiet tapestry woven of light and sea. The gentle rhythmic sway of your yacht and the vast, open expanse of the shimmering sea slowly begin to recede, becoming a cherished memory of the morning's quiet journey. Now the grounding solidity of your home welcomes you once more as you transition from the invigorating outdoor air to the hushed tranquility within. You move through a series of softly lit passages, the cool, familiar marble floor a comforting presence beneath your feet, leading you towards a different kind of quiet discovery. The heavy, carved oak door of your personal study stands slightly ajar, inviting you into its timeless embrace. A distinct, rich aroma greets you immediately, a complex blend of aged leather, antique wood polish, and the faint, sweet scent of old paper, a perfume of history and contemplation. The afternoon light, now softer and warmer, filters through the tall, arched windows, casting long, peaceful stripes across the polished walnut floor and illuminating the motes of dust dancing lazily in the still air. The room itself feels like a library that has absorbed countless stories over centuries, radiating a calm, profound energy. You walk towards the large, substantial cartographer's desk that dominates the center of the room, its dark, richly grained wood glowing under the gentle light. Your fingers trace the cool, smooth surface, feeling the subtle indentations of generations of use, a silent testament to past navigations and explorations. On the desk, a leather-bound folio, thick and worn, rests open, waiting. You notice a collection of finely crafted brass instruments nearby, a compass, a magnifying glass, a set of delicate dividers, all gleaming softly, ready for their quiet task. With unhurried movements, you settle into the deep, supportive leather armchair positioned before the desk. Its aged hide creaks softly as you ease into its embrace, the sound, a low, comforting whisper. You reach for the folio, its heavy leather cover smooth and cool beneath your fingertips, feeling the subtle texture of its well-preserved antiquity. As you carefully open it further, the faint, dry rustle of aged parchment fills the quiet space, a delicate, almost musical sound. Within, an ancient map lies meticulously preserved, its delicate surface a pale, creamy yellow, crisscrossed with the fine, spidery lines of faded ink. Your gaze falls upon a particular section where mythical sea creatures are elegantly depicted in the vast, unknown oceans, their presence a charming anachronism. You lean closer, breathing in the subtle, earthy scent of the old paper, and gently, with the tip of your finger, you trace a winding, hand-drawn route, imagining the silent journeys of centuries past. The quiet hum of the room, filled with the scent of history, settles around you, a timeless invitation to quiet exploration. Every intricate detail invites a moment of serene contemplation, allowing your mind to drift gently through untold stories and forgotten horizons. After the quiet contemplation of ancient maps, your attention in the personal study gently shifts. The faint, sweet scent of aged paper and rich leather still lingers in the air, a comforting perfume that speaks of history and knowledge. You rise slowly from the deep leather armchair, its soft creak a gentle sound in the profound quiet, and move away from the cartographer's desk. The afternoon light, now softer and diffused, still bathes the polished walnut floor, creating long, peaceful stripes that guide your steps. Your focus now turns to a different treasure within the study, your cherished collection of first editions. Along one entire wall, custom-built, floor-to-ceiling bookshelves of dark, hand-polished mahogany house hundreds of rare volumes. Each shelf is meticulously organized, a testament to careful curation, and each book a quiet story waiting to be revisited. The air in this section of the room feels even stiller, as if preserving the very essence of the narratives held within the smooth bindings. You approach a section of the shelving, your gaze scanning the spines, each one a unique texture of leather, cloth, or vellum. Your fingers, with unhurried grace, trace the subtle raised lettering and delicate gilded titles, feeling the cool, smooth surface of the bindings. There's a faint, almost imperceptible rustle of paper as you gently slide out a particularly rare volume, its weight substantial and satisfying in your hands. The scent of old ink and slightly foxed pages subtly intensifies as the book leaves its quiet resting place. Holding the book carefully, you carry it to a nearby reading table, its surface of rich dark burlwood gleaming under the soft ambient light. You lay it down with deliberate care, hearing the softest bird as it settles onto the polished wood. You then reach for a soft white cotton cloth, stored neatly in a nearby drawer, and with slow, methodical strokes, you begin to gently dust the cover, feeling the subtle textures of the binding and the delicate contours of the embossed title. Each stroke of the cloth is a quiet, soothing action, a small ritual of preservation. With the cover now pristine, you slowly and carefully open the book. The faint, dry crackle of aged pages breaking their long slumber fills the quiet room, a delicate sound that speaks of time passing. You fan through a few pages, listening to the soft, rhythmic whisper of the paper, feeling its delicate, almost ethereal quality between your fingertips. The familiar scent of old paper and the subtle aroma of the binding materials mingle harmoniously. You pause, simply appreciating the quiet order of the shelves, the delicate crispness of the pages, and the profound stillness of the room, a perfect haven for contemplation. The entire space exudes a comforting, timeless calm, allowing your mind to drift peacefully in this sanctuary of stories and quiet reflection. The comforting scent of old paper and polished wood from your study slowly recedes, replaced by an inviting sweetness as you emerge into a different realm of your residence. The afternoon light continues its gentle journey, now filtering through vast kitchen windows, bathing the expansive, gleaming surfaces in a soft, even glow. You move through a spacious, open-plan area, your steps silent on the cool, travertine floor. Drawn by a subtle array of enticing aromas, you enter the grand, professional-grade kitchen, a sanctuary of culinary artistry. The air here is warm, rich with a complex blend of sweet vanilla, fresh cream, and a hint of warm berries, an immediate embrace for your senses. The space is immaculate, gleaming with polished stainless steel and vast counters of cool gray marble. From a comfortable, elevated perch at a dark, polished island, you observe your private chef, a figure of calm intensity, meticulously preparing a delicate dessert. The chef's movements are precise and unhurried, a silent ballet of culinary expertise. Their focused attention is entirely on the task at hand. Before them, an array of small, immaculate bowls holds various ingredients. A bowl of plump, glistening raspberries, another of precisely chopped dark chocolate, and a third of what appears to be freshly whipped, cloud-like cream. The soft, rhythmic thwack of a delicate whisk against a ceramic bowl is the only consistent sound, a gentle, almost hypnotic pulse in the otherwise hushed kitchen. You watch as they carefully pipe a swirl of light, airy mousse into a delicate crystal goblet. The mousse falls with a soft, whisper-like sound, settling gracefully into the bottom of the glass. The chef then reaches for a small, silver spoon, its polished surface reflecting the overhead task lighting, and with utmost precision places a single, perfect raspberry atop the cloud of cream. The subtle clink of the spoon against the crystal is crisp and clear, a momentary punctuation in the quiet artistry. A faint sizzle, almost a whisper, emanates from a nearby induction hob as a small saucepan, containing a rich berry reduction, is gently heated. The aroma of simmering berries deepens, becoming sweeter, more intense, filling the warm air with its fragrant promise. The chef, with an unwavering focus, then drizzles the glossy crimson reduction over the mousse, a thin, perfect stream that glistens as it catches the light. The delicate visual of the flowing reduction, combined with the sweet, intoxicating scents, creates a sense of serene anticipation. You simply watch, enveloped in the quiet craft and the comforting aromas, your breathing slowing to match the unhurried rhythm of the kitchen. This moment is a peaceful immersion in the artistry of taste, a gentle prelude to later pleasures, allowing your mind to drift in quiet appreciation. The lingering sweet aroma of fresh cream and simmering berries from the kitchen gently fades as you transition to another serene space within your penthouse. The subtle clinking sounds of delicate dessert preparation are replaced by an even deeper quietude, guiding you towards an afternoon ritual of calm. You move unhurriedly across the familiar, cool travertine floor, the softening afternoon light continuing its journey through the grand windows. Your destination is the conservatory, a truly special sanctuary, bathed in the soft golden light of the late afternoon. This room, a delicate blend of glass and polished bronze, offers panoramic views of the city, strews green spaces, yet feels utterly removed from its bustling energy. The air is warm and humid here, carrying a delicate earthy scent of thriving orchids and a faint, sweet whisper of blooming jasmine cultivated within the lush interior. A soft, gentle breeze, almost imperceptible, rustles the broad leaves of a towering fig tree. A small, elegant table, crafted from reclaimed teakwood, is set for a quiet afternoon tea ceremony. On its polished surface sits a magnificent porcelain teapot, exquisitely hand-painted with delicate floral motifs, its surface still radiating a subtle warmth. Beside it, a matching cup and saucer, their rims delicately gilded, wait patiently. A small, three-tiered stand holds an array of tiny, perfect finger sandwiches, delicate pastries, and warm, fluffy scones, their inviting aroma a gentle promise of simple indulgence. You settle into a plush, rattan armchair, its generous cushions inviting a deep sense of relaxation. The soft, gentle light, diffused through the conservatory's glass roof, dapples the floor around you, creating a peaceful mosaic of light and shadow. A soft, almost inaudible hum of distant city life is the only sound, blending seamlessly with the quiet rustle of leaves, a subtle reminder of the world outside, yet utterly separate from it. You reach for the teapot, feeling the warm, smooth porcelain against your fingers. With deliberate grace, you pour the steaming, fragrant Earl Grey tea into the delicate porcelain cup. The amber liquid flows with a soft, gentle cascade, filling the air with its subtle bergamot aroma, mingling beautifully with the conservatory's natural scents. A tiny, almost imperceptible clink of the cup against the saucer as you place it down is the only sound, crisp and clear in the stillness. You lift the cup, feeling its exquisite lightness, and bring it slowly to your lips. The warmth transfers through the delicate porcelain, a comforting embrace for your hands. You take a slow, gentle sip, allowing the smooth, rich warmth of the tea to spread through you, a tranquil comfort. The delicate flavors of the tea, a harmonious blend of citrus and floral notes, unfold on your tongue. Each sip is a moment of pure, unhurried enjoyment, a calming ritual in the heart of your tranquil conservatory. The soft, ambient light, the gentle warmth, and the quiet sounds of nature and porcelain combine to create a deeply soothing experience, allowing your mind to drift in serene contentment. The lingering warmth and delicate floral scents of the conservatory, a memory of afternoon tea, slowly recede into the quiet background. Now, as the first soft, pearlescent glow of dawn begins to paint the sky, a different, fresher sensation pulls you gently into the start of a new day. You stir from a restful slumber, feeling the cool, crisp morning air softly stir the heavy silk curtains of your bedroom. The distant, almost imperceptible chirp of an early bird drifts through the open balcony doors. You rise unhurriedly, pushing back the luxurious, weightless silk duvet. Your bare feet meet the cool, smooth expanse of polished marble, the same floor you walked across in the early mornings of previous chapters. A grounding familiarity. You move towards the large glass doors that lead directly to your private garden, a verdant oasis even high above the city. The cool morning air, infused with the fresh, clean scent of dew-kissed leaves and damp earth, beckons you. Stepping out onto the precisely manicured path of crushed gravel, a soft, faint crunch underfoot is the first sound to greet you. The air here is wonderfully cool and remarkably fresh, carrying a complex, evolving perfume of damp earth, newly opened blossoms, and a subtle hint of fresh-cut grass. Overhead, the sky is a canvas of soft, emerging colors, pale rose, gentle lavender, and a deepening sapphire, as the sun slowly begins its ascent. The garden, still cloaked in the soft, diffused light of dawn, appears almost mystical, each leaf and petal shimmering with countless tiny droplets of dew. You walk slowly, deliberately, along the winding path, your senses fully immersed in the awakening garden. Your fingers lightly brush against the cool, smooth surface of a camellia leaf, feeling the delicate beaded moisture clinging to its waxy texture. A soft, clear birdsong, then another, begins to weave a gentle tapestry of sound from unseen branches, a melodic welcome to the new day. The distinct, sweet scent of roses, still heavy with dew, wafts gently as you pass a meticulously cultivated bed of blooms, their petals tightly furled, promising full glory later in the day. A delicate spiderweb, intricately spun between two low-hanging branches, glistens with trapped dewdrops, each one catching the nascent light like a tiny diamond. You pause, observing its fragile beauty, the silent artistry of nature. The quiet rustle of leaves in the very gentlest breeze adds a whispering undertone to the birdsong. The pathway, curving gracefully, guides you deeper into the garden's serene embrace. Each step is a deliberate appreciation of the cool, damp earth and the profound stillness of this early hour. The garden holds you in its tranquil serenity, a space where time feels suspended, allowing your mind to drift peacefully in this symphony of natural awakening. After your unhurried dawn stroll through the meticulously kept garden, the refreshing coolness of the early morning air still invigorates your senses. The sweet perfume of dew-kissed roses and damp earth subtly lingers, a peaceful reminder of the garden's awakening. The soft birdsong continues its melodic serenade, a gentle background against your deliberate steps on the crushed gravel path, which now leads you deeper into a secluded area of your verdant sanctuary. You approach a charming stone trellis, gracefully draped with the lush foliage of climbing jasmine and ancient wisteria, their leaves forming a dense, natural canopy. The air beneath is noticeably cooler, a welcome respite, as the sun now begins to climb higher, casting longer, softer shadows across the winding paths. The scent here is deeper, more concentrated, a rich blend of heady jasmine blossoms and the earthy aroma of old stone. Beneath this natural archway, a long, elegant stone bench, carved from pale, unblemished marble, invites you to rest. Its surface is smooth and cool to the touch, a refreshing contrast to the increasing warmth of the day. You settle onto the bench, feeling the solid, grounding presence of the stone beneath you, its coolness seeping gently through your clothing. The subtle rustle of leaves overhead, stirred by a barely perceptible breeze, creates a soft, whispering sound, a natural lullaby. Your gaze drifts across the meticulously maintained garden, now shimmering in the brighter morning light. The vibrant hues of blooming hydrangeas and the deep greens of ancient ferns create a rich tapestry of color. From a distance, almost imperceptible at first, you begin to discern the faint, rhythmic murmur of a hidden fountain. It's a soft, consistent trickle of water, a gentle, liquid whisper that blends seamlessly with the birdsong and the rustle of leaves, adding another layer to the garden's symphony of calm. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing your senses to fully absorb the tranquility. The coolness of the stone bench beneath you, the gentle warmth of the sun filtering through the leaves above, the sweet fragrance of jasmine, and the distant, soothing murmur of the fountain, all combine to create a profound sense of peace. Your breathing deepens, slowing to match the unhurried pace of nature around you. The world feels utterly still, save for these gentle, organic sounds and sensations, a perfect cocoon of quiet contemplation. You simply exist in this moment, held by the gentle embrace of the shaded garden, allowing your mind to drift effortlessly in its serene beauty. The lingering coolness of the stone bench beneath the trellis slowly recedes as you rise, leaving the distant murmur of the fountain behind in the waking garden. You re-enter the serene confines of your penthouse, the familiar cool marble floor guiding your steps through hushed corridors, a transition from nature's gentle sounds to an interior quietude. You arrive in the grand foyer, its impressive height softened by the morning light now streaming through high, arched windows. The air here, initially neutral, soon becomes infused with a vibrant, fresh scent, a complex bouquet of newly cut greens and blooming floral notes. On a wide, polished console of dark ebony, an assortment of exquisite fresh flowers awaits, still wrapped in cool, damp paper, their colors a vibrant splash against the subdued elegance of the space. With unhurried grace you approach the console, a large, crystal vase, gleaming with a pristine clarity, already stands filled with cool, clear water. You gently unwrap the protective paper, feeling the soft, crisp rustle as the cool, delicate stems of various blossoms are revealed. The pure white of gardenias, the soft blush of peonies, and the deep, rich purple of hyacinths are among them, their individual fragrances beginning to mingle. You select a pair of gleaming silver floral shears, their blades cool and precise in your hand. With a soft, satisfying twirl snip, you carefully trim each stem, ensuring a clean cut. The subtle sound of the snipping, crisp and delicate, echoes faintly in the spacious foyer before dissipating. You then gently lower each stem into the cool water of the vase, hearing a faint, liquid plink as the stem meets the bottom, followed by a soft, gurgling whisper as air escapes. The delicate weight of the flower, as it settles into its new home, is a fleeting sensation. With meticulous attention, you begin to arrange the blossoms, allowing their natural shapes and colors to guide your hand. You feel the cool, velvety softness of a rose petal against your finger as you carefully position it, turning it slightly to catch the ambient light. The subtle friction of the stems against each other creates a quiet, engaging ballet of creation. A few stray drops of water cling to the vase's exterior, reflecting tiny prisms of light. The air around you grows ever richer, with the pure, uplifting perfume of the fresh blooms. You step back, taking a slow breath, allowing your gaze to sweep over the finished arrangement. The flowers stand proudly, a vibrant, serene centerpiece, bringing a fresh, living energy to the grand space. The delicate scent of blossoms hangs gently in the air, a soft, soothing presence that invites a moment of quiet appreciation for nature's quiet beauty. The vibrant, fresh scent of the newly arranged blossoms in the grand foyer slowly begins to soften, becoming a cherished memory of the morning's quiet artistry. You turn from the radiant centerpiece, allowing your senses to gently transition from the uplifting fragrance of fresh flowers to a different kind of quiet elegance. Your steps, unhurried and measured, lead you away from the lofty space, guiding you through a hushed hallway. The cool, familiar marble floor, a grounding presence beneath your feet. You enter the formal dining room, a chamber designed for refined moments now bathed in the gentle, softened light of late morning. Tall, slender windows, draped with heavy, cream-colored silk, diffuse the sunlight, casting an even, tranquil glow across the gleaming, dark walnut table that dominates the room. The air here is subtly different, carrying a faint, clean scent of polished wood and a hint of something metallic, antique, and slightly earthy. The silence is deep, almost palpable, inviting a sense of profound calm. On a large, deep mahogany sideboard, a collection of antique silver cutlery lies waiting. Each piece, a delicate fork, a substantial spoon, a finely wrought knife, rests upon a soft plush velvet cloth, hinting at the patina of time. There is a small, carefully arranged selection of polishing cloths, one coarse, one soft, and a jar of specialized, subtly scented silver polish. The overhead chandelier, an intricate dance of crystal and brass, hangs silently, its facets reflecting the diffused light in myriad gentle sparkles. You approach the sideboard and select a substantial, ornate silver serving spoon, feeling its cool, solid weight in your hand. The silver, though beautiful, carries a delicate film of tarnish, a whisper of its long history. You then open the small jar of polish, a faint, clean aroma, slightly abrasive yet oddly refreshing, rising gently to meet you. With unhurried movements you apply a small amount to the coarser cloth, feeling the soft grit beneath your thumb. With deliberate, rhythmic strokes, you begin to gently rub the polish onto the silver spoon. The subtle friction of the cloth against the metal creates a soft, almost imperceptible swish, and a very faint, dry whisper of sound. A satisfying, repetitive rhythm. You watch as the dull tarnish slowly, gracefully yields to your touch, revealing the brilliant, soft gleam of the silver beneath. The intricate patterns carved into the handle begin to emerge with stunning clarity, reflecting the ambient light with renewed vigor. After a few moments of gentle, focused effort, you take the softer, finer cloth and begin to buff the spoon, coaxing out an even deeper, more lustrous shine. The movement is fluid, continuous, a gentle dance of hand and metal. The silver now sparkles with a quiet radiance, catching the light in 1,000 tiny points, reflecting the subdued elegance of the dining room. The rhythmic buffing continues, a soft, hypnotic sound in the quiet space, a tranquil meditation in the quiet presence of cherished history. The soft gleam of polished antique silver slowly fades as you transition from the quiet elegance of the dining room. The subtle, rhythmic sounds of buffing recede, replaced by a growing sense of calm as the day draws to a gentle close. You move through the hushed corridors of your penthouse, the familiar cool marble floor guiding your bare feet towards the tranquil ritual of evening preparation. The ambient lighting, now softened to a warm, inviting glow, marks the slow descent into twilight. You enter your private master bathroom, a sanctuary of soothing stone and tranquil water. The air here is already subtly warmer than the rest of the penthouse, carrying a faint, clean scent of mineral water and a promise of luxurious relaxation. Overhead, recessed lights cast a gentle, diffused illumination, preventing any harshness from disturbing the serene atmosphere. The expansive, freestanding soaking tub, carved from a single block of pristine white Carrara marble, gleams invitingly in the soft light. With unhurried movements, you reach for the polished chrome tap, its cool surface smooth beneath your fingertips. You turn it slowly, deliberately, initiating the gentle flow of warm water. A soft, steady hiss, and then a deep, resonant gurgle fill the quiet room as the water begins to cascade into the marble tub. The sound is wonderfully calming, a liquid symphony that washes away any lingering thoughts of the day. Steam, delicate and fragrant, slowly begins to rise from the surface of the filling water, subtly softening the edges of the spacious room. You then reach for a crystal jar, nestled on a nearby teak caddy, filled with coarse, pearlescent bath salts. Their delicate aroma, a soothing blend of sea minerals and a whisper of lavender, gently escapes as you lift the heavy lid. With a slow, deliberate motion, you scoop a generous amount of the salts, feeling their cool, granular texture against your palm. The faint clink of the silver scoop against the crystal jar is a tiny, precise sound. As you scatter the fragrant salts across the surface of the warm, swirling water, they dissolve with a delicate, effervescent fizz and a soft, crackling whisper. The scent of lavender and minerals intensifies, enveloping the entire space in a tranquil perfume. Small, shimmering bubbles form and pop softly on the water's surface, reflecting the ambient light. You watch the rising steam, feeling its gentle warmth on your face, your breath slowing to match the unhurried rhythm of the flowing water. The bath prepares itself, a silent promise of restorative peace, drawing you deeper into the quiet calm of the evening. Every subtle sound and sensation contributes to this serene prelude, inviting deep relaxation. The warm, fragrant embrace of the bath slowly begins its gentle release. You rise from the soothing water, feeling the delicate residue of fragrant salts on your skin, the warmth still radiating through your limbs. The soft gurgle of the draining water becomes a quiet, retreating whisper, leaving a profound stillness in the spacious marble bathroom. You reach for a plush, oversized towel of pristine white Egyptian cotton, its thick, soft fibers a comforting contrast against your damp skin. With unhurried movements, you gently pat yourself dry, feeling the soft absorption, a deep, quiet care for your body. After drying, you slip into a freshly laundered silk robe, its cool, smooth fabric a delicate caress against your skin. The faint, clean scent of fresh linen and a whisper of residual lavender from the bath salts mingle harmoniously around you. You move from the soft glow of the bathroom, leaving behind the subtle mist, and pad silently across the cool, familiar marble floor towards your bedroom. The ambient light in the bedroom is already perfectly dimmed, cast by strategically placed, low-set lamps, their soft glow creating pools of warm, inviting illumination. The air in your bedroom is comfortably cool and still, a perfect sanctuary for rest. The heavy insulated curtains are already drawn, shutting out the city's distant lights, creating a private, serene cocoon. Only the soft lamplight remains, painting the room in comforting shades of gold and amber, highlighting the exquisite details of your luxurious space. You approach the grand, inviting expanse of your bed, its pristine white linens beckoning. With deliberate, unhurried grace, you turn back the silken duvet, revealing the layers of crisp, clean sheets beneath. The fine linen, immaculately smooth and cool, emits a faint, fresh scent, a promise of untouched comfort. You feel the subtle texture of the closely woven fibers as you gently run your hand over the surface, confirming its exquisite coolness. The bed, meticulously prepared, seems to exhale a quiet invitation. You slowly lower yourself onto the mattress, feeling its gentle, cloud-like support as it subtly conforms to your form. Your legs extend, and you slide deeper into the crisp, cool sheets, feeling the luxurious fabric envelop you from neck to toe. The cool linen brushes softly against your warmed skin, a wonderfully soothing sensation that signals the day's gentle end. You shift once, finding the perfect position, the faint, soft rustle of the sheets and pillowcase barely audible, a whisper of quiet contentment. The room settles into a deep, pervasive stillness, lit only by the soft, steady glow of the lamplight, inviting a complete, unhurried surrender to peace. The gentle, cool touch of crisp linen sheets and the soft, steady glow of lamplight in your penthouse bedroom slowly recede into the quiet memory of a deep, restoring sleep. Now the cool, crisp embrace of the evening air greets you as you step from a private car onto the graveled drive of a magnificent, historic villa. The scent of ancient stone, damp earth, and a faint, sweet whisper of cypress trees hangs in the still air, a distinct contrast to the urban skyline you awoke to this morning. The grand, imposing facade of the villa rises before you, its pale, time-worn stone glowing softly under a few strategically placed exterior lights. The windows are dark, hinting at the vast, empty rooms within, creating a sense of profound quietude, a world suspended in time. A heavy, intricately carved oak door, vast and dark, stands silently. It swings open with a low, resonant creak, a sound that echoes briefly in the cavernous entrance hall before dissipating into the hushed stillness. You step across the threshold onto a cool, expansive floor of meticulously polished marble, its surface gleaming under the soft, ambient glow of unseen lamps. The air inside is cooler, almost chilly, carrying an antique perfume of aged wood, beeswax, and a subtle dry dust that speaks of centuries of careful preservation. Your footsteps, light and deliberate on the marble, create distinct, echoing sounds that bounce softly off the soaring, vaulted ceilings and richly frescoed walls, a gentle rhythm in the profound silence. A hushed, knowledgeable guide, their presence unobtrusive, leads the way through a series of grand chambers. You follow slowly, your gaze sweeping across the vast spaces, taking in the intricate details of the architecture, now revealed only by the soft, focused illumination. Your fingers lightly brush against the cool, smooth surface of a colossal marble column, feeling its ancient, unyielding strength. Each room unfolds with a quiet dignity, revealing heavy velvet drapes pulled closed, monumental tapestries softly glowing, and dark, polished furniture standing sentinel in the dim light. You pause in a vast salon, your eyes drawn to an immense, gilded mirror, its intricate frame catching the subtle light, reflecting the quiet drama of the room. The air here feels especially still, as if holding its breath, waiting for the return of generations long past. The only sounds are your soft, echoing footsteps and the occasional, almost imperceptible creak of ancient timbers settling in the profound silence. The villa cradles you in its timeless embrace, a silent, unhurried journey through history, inviting a deep, contemplative stillness. The echoing footsteps on polished marble slowly soften, becoming a hushed memory as your private tour of the historic villa continues. The profound silence of the grand chambers still surrounds you, amplified by the absence of daytime crowds, allowing the subtle, antique scent of aged wood and beeswax to linger in the cool, still air. Your guide, moving with an unhurried grace, now leads you to a particular, less accessible wing of the villa, a place where history feels almost tangible. You enter a majestic hall, its vastness softened by the dim, atmospheric illumination. Here, the electric lights are deliberately subdued, replaced by the soft, dancing glow of numerous candles arranged on various antique pedestals and sconces along the walls. The air is warmer here, imbued with the delicate, comforting scent of melting beeswax and a subtle hint of old stone. Each flickering flame casts long, wavering shadows that dance gently across the immense, intricately frescoed ceiling and upper walls. You pause in the center of the hall, your head tilted gently upwards, allowing your gaze to slowly sweep across the exquisite frescoes. The painted scenes, depicting mythological figures and celestial landscapes, now appear in a new, ethereal light. The soft candlelight brings out unexpected depths in the colors, making the blues seem richer, the golds more luminous, and the subtle blush of depicted skin tones almost alive. The figures, once grand, now feel softened, almost dreamlike, their forms shifting and subtly engaging in the dancing shadows. Your eyes trace the delicate brushstrokes, noticing how the artists of centuries past painstakingly rendered every fold of fabric, every wisp of cloud, every expression on the painted faces. The silent beauty of the art is amplified by the profound quietude of the deserted hall. There is no sound, save for the occasional, almost imperceptible flicker of a candle flame, a tiny, rhythmic whisper of light and air. The aroma of beeswax and old plaster fills your senses, grounding you in this moment of timeless appreciation. You remain, simply standing, utterly absorbed in the silent drama unfolding above you. The gentle flicker of the candlelight creates an illusion of subtle movement within the static scenes, making the painted narratives feel as though they are slowly, gracefully unfolding just for you. The coolness of the marble floor beneath your feet is a distant sensation, as the warmth from the many candles gently radiates outwards, creating a serene, almost meditative atmosphere. The villa cradles you in its silent, storied embrace, an immersive experience of beauty and history, inviting your mind to drift peacefully in its hallowed quiet. The profound, hushed beauty of the historic villa, illuminated by soft candlelight, slowly recedes as a cherished memory. Now, as the morning sun casts a gentle, ethereal glow, you find yourself back in the familiar, quiet luxury of your penthouse. You move unhurriedly through the serene corridors, the cool, polished marble floor a grounding presence beneath your feet, towards a space dedicated to the meticulous art of creation. You approach a discreet door, crafted from rich, dark mahogany, and with a soft, almost imperceptible turn of the handle, enter your private jewelry studio. The air here is clean and precise, carrying a faint, subtle scent of polished metal and a whisper of something mineral, almost electric. Natural light, bright yet diffused, streams through a north-facing window, ensuring a consistent, even illumination across the meticulously organized workbenches. The room is a sanctuary of quiet focus, designed for intricate artistry. In the center of the studio, a master jeweler, a figure of profound concentration, is already at work. Their movements are graceful and economical, each gesture imbued with years of dedicated practice. Before them, under the intense focused beam of a specialized LED lamp, rests a piece of raw, unpolished gold, held firmly in a small, intricately carved vise. A collection of tiny gleaming tools, microfiles, delicate calipers, and miniature hammers, lies neatly arranged on a felt mat, catching the light with a soft metallic sheen. You settle into a plush, high-backed leather chair, positioned at a respectful distance, allowing you to observe without interruption. The gentle creak of the leather is the only sound you make, quickly absorbed by the quiet hum of a ventilation system. You watch as the jeweler picks up a microscopic file, its fine teeth glinting, and begins to delicately shape the gold. A soft, continuous, very sound, a gentle friction of metal against metal, fills the air, a rhythmic, almost hypnotic whisper of focused precision. Tiny, almost invisible shavings of gold curl away from the piece, falling silently onto the dark velvet cloth below. The jeweler then switches to a smaller, more intricate tool, a delicate graver, its tip barely visible. With unwavering concentration, they begin to carve a minuscule detail into the gold, a tiny, precise scrape-scrape sound accompanying each controlled movement. The air is still, save for these tiny sounds of creation, a testament to the intense focus required. You lean forward slightly, fascinated by the minuscule scale of the work, the sheer dedication to perfection. The scent of warm metal, subtle and clean, rises faintly. The studio holds you in its quiet, industrious embrace, a place where time slows, allowing you to appreciate the serene beauty of meticulous craft. Your breathing settles into a slow, even rhythm, as if harmonizing with the quiet precision unfolding before you. The precise rhythmic sounds of the master jeweler delicately shaping gold slowly fade into a quiet pause. The air in your private studio remains clean and focused, carrying the faint, subtle scent of polished metal, a constant presence that underscores the meticulous work. You continue to sit in the plush, high-backed leather chair, your breathing slowing, captivated by the silent artistry. The jeweler, with an unhurried grace, now turns their attention to a small, velvet-lined tray nearby, where a single, perfectly cut gemstone rests, awaiting your examination. With a pair of slender, specialized tweezers, held with utmost steadiness, the jeweler carefully lifts the gem. There's a faint, almost imperceptible click of the metal as it secures the stone. The gem, a vibrant sapphire of exceptional clarity, catches the focused light of the LED lamp, bursting into a constellation of deep, shimmering blue. Its facets, cut with breathtaking precision, seem to drink in and then re-emit the light in a silent, dazzling dance. They hold it momentarily, allowing the subtle brilliance to register, before gently placing it on a fresh square of dark, plush velvet directly before you. You reach out, your fingers poised for a moment, then gently take the gem from its velvet bed. Its surface is exquisitely cool to the touch, smooth and unyielding. You feel its surprising weight, a small, dense universe of captured light resting in your palm. The cool temperature of the sapphire transfers subtly to your skin, a grounding sensation. You bring it closer, turning it slowly, allowing the focused light to travel through its meticulously angled facets, each one a tiny window into its profound depth. You then pick up a jeweler's loupe, a small dark cylinder of polished metal and glass, from the workbench. Bringing it to your eye, you peer through the magnifying lens, drawing the intricate world of the gem into sharp crystalline focus. Each facet now appears magnified, a flawless, geometric plane that reflects and refracts the light with absolute perfection. You observe tiny, internal rainbows, invisible to the naked eye, shimmering deep within the stone, a testament to its pristine clarity and the master cutter's skill. The air in the studio is completely still, holding these moments of silent, microscopic wonder. With a slow, deliberate movement, you lower the loupe, allowing your eyes to adjust once more to the ambient light of the studio. The sapphire, still held gently in your fingers, continues its quiet radiance, its deep blue hues seeming to pulse with a captured luminescence. You return the gem to its velvet cushion with a soft, almost soundless whisper of placement, feeling the subtle give of the fabric. The quiet hum of the studio's ventilation and the scent of fine metal simply contribute to the profound sense of calm that surrounds this moment of exquisite appreciation. Everything is still, perfect, and deeply peaceful. The last, subtle gleam of the perfectly cut sapphire fades from your contemplation, leaving a quiet appreciation for meticulous artistry. Now, a different kind of natural beauty beckons, a gentle transition from the precise, still air of the studio to the expansive calm of the outdoors. You move from the hushed interior of your penthouse, feeling the familiar cool marble beneath your feet, towards an area that opens onto a breathtaking landscape. The morning sun, now higher in the sky, casts a soft golden warmth. You step onto a wide, polished stone patio, which seamlessly extends from your residence, offering an uninterrupted vista of your private lake. The air here is remarkably fresh, cool, and clean, carrying the earthy scent of damp soil and lush greenery, a calming contrast to the subtle metallic notes of the jewelry studio. Before you, the expansive surface of the lake lies like a vast, shimmering mirror, reflecting the soft blue of the morning sky and the verdant edges of the surrounding ancient trees. A delicate, almost imperceptible breeze whispers across the water's surface, creating countless tranquil ripples. These ripples expand slowly, gracefully, in ever-widening circles, catching the sunlight in fleeting, liquid dances. The soft, continuous of the breeze, moving through the tall, whispering reeds at the lake's edge, creates a gentle, rhythmic sound, a natural lullaby. Overhead, a single, distant bird calls out, its melodic note carrying clearly across the still expanse. You walk slowly to the edge of the patio, your steps silent on the warm, smooth stone, and settle into a deep, comfortable teak lounge chair, its cushions soft and inviting. Your gaze drifts across the water, captivated by the subtle play of light and shadow on the surface. The distant trees, their leaves a vibrant, deep green, are perfectly mirrored in the calm water, creating an ethereal, inverted world below. The reflections are so clear, so still, that it's almost impossible to discern where reality ends and its watery counterpart begins. A soft splash, almost a liquid sigh, comes from further out on the lake, perhaps a fish breaking the surface, or a small stone falling from the bank. The sound creates a fresh set of ripples, which slowly spread outwards, gently disrupting the perfect mirror-like surface before gradually fading. You simply watch, enveloped in the quietude, feeling the subtle warmth of the sun on your skin and the cool, fresh air filling your lungs. The tranquil ripples, endlessly expanding and dissolving, become a visual meditation, calming your mind and inviting a deep, unhurried peace in this natural sanctuary. The tranquil ripples on the private lake and the gentle breeze whispering through the reeds slowly fade from your immediate sensory experience. The subtle warmth of the morning sun on your skin, a memory from moments ago, gently recedes as you re-enter the cool, hushed interior of your lakeside residence. The air indoors is clean and still, carrying a faint, calming scent of polished wood and a whisper of distant petrichor, a grounding presence that shifts subtly from the vibrant outdoors. You move across the smooth, cool flagstone floor of the grand hall, your bare feet padding silently, drawn towards a sun-drenched yet serene reading nook. Tall, panoramic windows, expertly filtered to soften the incoming light, frame a breathtaking view of the lake, now shimmering with a deeper, more even blue under the midday sun. The light within the nook is beautifully diffused, casting no harsh glares, only a warm, consistent glow that invites quiet contemplation. In the corner, a substantial armchair, upholstered in a rich, supple leather the color of warm caramel, awaits, Its generous cushions promise profound comfort. A small, dark, mahogany side table stands beside it. A finely bound book, already resting open on its surface, its pages a creamy white, hinting at an ongoing narrative. The scent of old paper and leather, familiar and comforting, fills this secluded corner, a gentle invitation to lose yourself within its quiet embrace. You settle into the armchair, feeling the luxurious leather conform perfectly to your form, supporting you with a gentle firmness. The soft creak of the leather is barely audible, a welcoming sound that quickly fades into the deep quiet. You reach for the book, feeling its smooth, cool binding, and gently lift it. The faint, dry rustle of the pages as you adjust your grip is a delicate whisper, a sound that promises stories. The filtered sunlight slants across the pages, illuminating the crisp, black ink of the text, making each word feel clear and distinct. Your eyes softly scan the familiar paragraphs, allowing the carefully chosen words to slowly, gracefully unfold in your mind. The rhythm of the prose is unhurried, flowing with a quiet elegance, drawing you deeper into its narrative world. Occasionally, a distant, gentle ripple catches your eye through the window, a fleeting dance of light on the lake's surface, a soft, visual pause in your reading. The only sounds are the barely perceptible turning of a page, a soft ship, and the faint, rhythmic pulse of your own steady breathing. The quiet hum of the residence's climate control is a consistent, unobtrusive backdrop. You simply read, absorbed in the deep quiet, allowing the gentle cadence of the words and the serene view of the tranquil lake to lull your mind into a state of profound peace. The deep quiet of reading by the lakeside window, the gentle cadence of words, and the tranquil view of the private lake slowly recede into the quiet memories of the mid-morning. Now, a different kind of contemplation awaits you as you make your way back to your personal study. The air, initially carrying the faint scent of old paper and leather, feels slightly warmer, infused with the gentle, inviting warmth of a quiet afternoon. The subtle hum of the residence's climate control is a consistent, unobtrusive presence. You settle into the familiar embrace of your deep leather armchair, its aged hide creaking softly as you sink into its welcoming cushions. The large, polished walnut desk before you, bathed in the soft, diffused afternoon light filtering through tall, arched windows, now holds a different kind of treasure. Upon its vast surface, a collection of old, meticulously preserved wooden boxes and worn leather folios lies open, patiently awaiting your attention. The scent of antique paper and aged wood is now more pronounced, carrying a faint, sweet note of dried flowers, adding to the room's rich, comforting perfume. You reach for the lid of a particularly old wooden box, its surface smooth and cool beneath your fingertips, worn gently by time. As you slowly lift it, a soft, dry creak of old wood echoes gently in the hushed room, a sound that speaks of history carefully preserved. Inside, carefully arranged, are stacks of faded, sepia-toned photographs and bundles of fragile, handwritten letters, tied with delicate silk ribbons that have softened with age. With unhurried movements, you gently pick up a photograph, its edges softened by time. The image, a glimpse into a long past moment, is slightly blurred, the faces within softly faded, yet retaining a haunting familiarity. You feel the subtle, brittle texture of the old photographic paper, almost translucent under your touch. The faint, sweet scent of archival paper and a whisper of something distinctly old and nostalgic rises gently from the image. You place it carefully aside and reach for a small bundle of letters. You untie the delicate silk ribbon with practiced care, feeling its soft, yielding texture. As the ribbon loosens, the pages of the letters fan out slightly, creating a soft, dry rustle of aged paper. A delicate whisper of forgotten conversations. You select one letter, its creamy, fragile paper, covered in elegant looping script, the ink faded to a pale brown. You lean closer, breathing in the faint, earthy scent of the old ink and parchment, allowing your eyes to trace the graceful, almost flowing lines of the handwriting. Each delicate fold in the paper holds a silent story, inviting a moment of deep, quiet reflection. The room holds you in its serene embrace, a sanctuary of treasured memories and profound stillness, allowing your mind to drift peacefully through the quiet echoes of the past. The quiet reflection over faded photographs and handwritten letters slowly deepens in your study. The subtle rustle of old paper and the lingering scent of ancient ink still fill the air, a gentle echo of cherished moments. As the afternoon light softens, painting the polished walnut desk in deeper hues, you begin gathering the sorted bundles, preparing their tranquil resting place. With utmost care, you stack the delicate letters, each tied with its softened silk ribbon, and arrange the sepia-toned photographs into neat piles. Your fingertips brush across the almost weightless, fragile paper. The fine grain of the photographic paper, slightly cool, holds images now softly faded by time. The subtle friction of one sheet against another creates a soft, imperceptible whisper. You rise slowly from the deep leather armchair, carrying the small collection, their light weight a poignant reminder of significance. You walk with unhurried steps across the plush rug, towards a recessed alcove. Here, a large, beautifully crafted cedar chest stands, a silent guardian of memories. Its dark, polished wood, rich with intricate carvings, glows softly, emanating a deep, warm, woody aroma that promises protection. The substantial lid, smooth and cool, is held closed by an elegantly wrought brass latch. The air around the chest is infused with its distinctive, clean, spicy cedar scent, both ancient and fresh, intensifying as you draw nearer. With a gentle, deliberate motion, your fingers close around the cool, smooth brass latch. It lifts with a soft, precise click, echoing briefly, then dissipates. You then slowly, carefully, lift the heavy cedar lid. It rises with a soft, almost imperceptible creak of aged wood, a quiet sigh of opening, revealing the deep, fragrant interior. The inside is lined with pristine, unbleached linen fabric, soft and inviting. The aroma of cedar wood intensifies dramatically, an enveloping cloud that instantly fills your senses, profound and utterly grounding, promising safekeeping. One by one, with quiet reverence and unhurried grace, you place the bundles of letters and stacks of photographs into the chest. Each item settles onto the soft linen lining with a subtle, muffled pod, a comforting sound of safe storage and quiet repose. You arrange them meticulously, ensuring each cherished memento lies flat and undisturbed, a silent act of preservation. The cool, smooth cedar wood of the chest's interior feels reassuring against your fingertips as you guide each piece into its designated place, a final, peaceful resting spot for these echoes of the past. Finally, with a soft sigh of contentment, you begin to lower the heavy cedar lid. It descends slowly, creating a gentle whoosh of displaced air, a soft whisper, and then settles precisely into its frame with a quiet, solid thunk. You press down gently, feeling the secure weight of the chest, confirming its closure, and then, with a soft final click, you secure the brass latch, a subtle punctuation to the end of this quiet ritual. The profound, clean scent of cedar lingers in the air, a protective, tranquil presence that wraps around these silent memories, establishing a deep sense of quiet order and peaceful closure, inviting your mind to drift in serene peace. The deep, clean scent of cedar from your study and the quiet thud of closing the chest of mementos slowly recede. Now, as the day gently begins its transition to evening, a different, more expansive quietude beckons from beyond the polished windows of your residence. You move unhurriedly from the structured tranquility of your study, leaving the familiar warmth of polished wood behind, towards the embracing cool of the natural world. You step onto a narrow, winding path that leads directly into your private forest, a sanctuary of ancient trees and hushed calm. The air here is instantly cooler, laden with the rich, earthy fragrance of damp soil, decaying leaves, and the sharp, clean scent of pine. The evening light, now softened to a gentle golden haze, filters through the dense canopy overhead, casting long, ethereal shadows that stretch and dance with subtle shifts of the breeze. The forest path, cushioned by centuries of fallen leaves and thick springy moss, yields softly beneath your weight, absorbing any sound. With each slow, deliberate step, you feel the remarkable softness of the moss underfoot, a verdant carpet that whispers secrets with every contact. There is no crunch of gravel here, only a silent, giving embrace. Overhead, the rustle of leaves, a continuous, gentle shuas, creates a soothing, natural soundtrack, a constant, unobtrusive murmur that wraps around you. A subtle, damp coolness rises from the forest floor, invigorating your senses with its pure, unadulterated freshness. Your gaze drifts upwards, tracing the immense, gnarled trunks of ancient oaks and towering pines that reach towards the fading sky. Their bark, rough and textured, carries the visible marks of time, each furrow and ridge a silent testament to years of quiet growth. The light, now a muted silver gray, slowly deepens the shadows between the trees, transforming the familiar into something subtly mysterious and profoundly peaceful. The forest feels boundless, yet utterly intimate. You pause by a thick, moss-covered boulder, its surface cool and velvety beneath your outstretched hand, absorbing the last vestiges of the day's warmth. A faint, almost imperceptible drip of dew gathering on the leaves above sounds near your ear, a delicate, liquid chime in the pervasive stillness. The scent of wild mushrooms and damp bark becomes more prominent, a grounding aroma that deepens your connection to the ancient woods. The light fades ever so slowly, each passing moment inviting a deeper sense of quietude. The forest holds you in its deepening hush, a vast, still cathedral of calm, where every breath feels cleansing, and every thought drifts effortlessly away. The profound hush of the private forest at dusk, the subtle scent of damp earth and pine, and the soft moss underfoot, slowly recede behind you. Your steps, unhurried and measured, now lead you upwards, ascending a gentle slope at the edge of the woods. The evening light, though still soft, gradually brightens as you emerge from the dense canopy, revealing an expansive, serene vista. You arrive at a natural clearing, overlooking a vast, quiet valley that stretches out beneath you. The air here is slightly crisper than in the forest, carrying a cleaner, more expansive scent, mingled with the faint, sweet perfume of distant wildflowers. Before you, a magnificent, ancient stone slab, warmed by the lingering sun of the day, invites you to rest. Its surface is smooth and surprisingly warm beneath your touch, radiating a gentle, comforting heat that promises deep relaxation. You settle onto the stone, feeling its solid, grounding presence. Your back leans against a slightly raised section, providing natural support, allowing your muscles to relax completely. The gentle warmth of the stone slowly permeates your clothing, seeping into your body with a soothing, pervasive comfort. Above, the sky is a canvas of soft, fading colors. A pale rose on the western horizon, slowly deepening into a tranquil lavender, then an expansive, soft blue overhead. The light illuminates the distant, rolling hills in hues of deep emerald and muted gold, a breathtaking panorama. From this elevated vantage point, the valley below appears as a patchwork of deep green fields and darker forest edges, utterly peaceful and undisturbed. The sounds of the forest, once immediate, now reach you as faint, ethereal whispers, a distant, soft rustle of leaves, the barely perceptible chirp of a solitary bird, sounds so far away they seem to be part of the silence itself. A gentle, cooling breeze, soft as a sigh, occasionally drifts across your skin, bringing with it the faint, sweet memory of distant blossoms. You close your eyes for a long moment, allowing your senses to fully absorb the profound tranquility of the scene. The steady warmth of the stone beneath you, the cool, clean air on your face, and the distant, almost imagined sounds, all combine to create a deeply soothing experience. Your breathing becomes even slower, deeper, matching the unhurried pace of the fading light and the vast, peaceful landscape. The world feels expansive and utterly still, a perfect sanctuary for quiet contemplation. You simply rest, suspended in this serene embrace of warmth and calm, allowing your mind to drift effortlessly, unburdened and at peace. The gentle warmth of the sun-warmed stone and the distant hushed sounds of the quiet valley slowly recede from your senses. As dusk deepens, painting the sky in ever softer hues, you transition from the vast expanse of nature to the intimate embrace of your home. You move with unhurried grace through the quiet halls, the familiar cool marble beneath your feet, drawn towards a sanctuary of quiet wisdom and profound stillness. You enter your vast personal library, a magnificent chamber that breathes history and knowledge. The air here is distinctly cool, dry, and clean, carrying the pervasive, comforting scent of aged paper, leather bindings, and polished mahogany. High, arched windows, now softly illuminated by the subtle glow of the twilight, frame views of the city, but here, inside, a sense of timeless calm prevails. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves, crafted from dark, rich wood, line every wall, housing countless volumes, each spine a silent invitation to discovery. You walk slowly along the long aisles, your soft footsteps absorbed by the plush, Persian rug that covers the floor, creating a profound silence. Your gaze drifts across the countless rows of books, their spines a kaleidoscope of muted colors, embossed titles, and varied textures. The scent of old paper, a dry, slightly sweet aroma, intensifies with each passing section, a perfume of forgotten tales and accumulated wisdom. Your fingers lightly trace the cool, smooth leather of a classical tome, then the rougher texture of an older, cloth-bound volume. You pause before a particular section, your eyes scanning the titles, searching for a specific narrative, a quiet companion for the deepening evening. With unhurried deliberation, you gently slide out a chosen volume. The book, substantial and well-loved, releases a faint, dry whoosh of air as it leaves its resting place, a soft whisper of paper and dust. You feel its comforting weight in your hands, the smooth, cool binding a familiar touch. You carry the book to a large, inviting armchair, upholstered in deep emerald velvet, positioned by a tall window. The soft ambient light from outside, now a dusky gray-blue, filters gently through the sheer linen curtains, casting a tranquil glow. You settle into the chair, feeling the luxurious softness of the velvet cushions conform to your form, embracing you in comfort. The book rests open in your lap, its pages a creamy white, the ink a faded black. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the pervasive scent of the library, the coolness of the air, and the quiet weight of the book to settle around you. This is a moment of profound, peaceful stillness, a gentle invitation to lose yourself in the quiet world of words, allowing your mind to drift in serene contemplation. The pervasive, dry scent of paper and bindings from the vast library slowly deepens, becoming a cherished part of the room's comforting ambiance. As the last vestiges of twilight fade from the tall windows, you remain settled in the deep emerald velvet armchair, the chosen volume resting gently in your lap. A subtle shift in the room's energy marks the transition to the quiet intimacy of evening, a perfect moment for profound stillness. Your gaze is drawn to the grand fireplace, carved from deep, rich obsidian marble that dominates one wall of the library. Within its dark maw, a fire has been carefully laid, and with a soft, almost imperceptible whoosh of air, it ignites. The first small, delicate flames lick at the seasoned oak logs, casting a warm, dancing glow that begins to gently push back the encroaching shadows. The subtle scent of wood smoke, clean and earthy, slowly begins to fill the air, mingling beautifully with the dry aroma of old books, creating a deeply comforting perfume. You shift slightly in the armchair, feeling the luxurious velvet cushions conform even more deeply to your form, embracing you in perfect comfort. The warmth from the crackling fire begins to radiate outwards, a gentle, pervasive heat that slowly spreads across your skin, chasing away the cool dampness of the evening. The sound of the fire, a soft, rhythmic crackle and pop of burning wood, becomes a soothing, hypnotic pulse, a natural rhythm that encourages your breath to slow. You open your book, its pages a creamy white under the fire's dancing glow. With unhurried grace, your fingers gently turn a page. The soft, dry rustle of the paper is a delicate whisper, a sound of quiet unfolding in the profound stillness of the library. You allow your eyes to drift across the printed words, not necessarily seeking to absorb their meaning, but simply enjoying the visual rhythm of the text, the subtle texture of the paper beneath your fingertips. Each turned page creates a tiny, satisfying acoustic event. As you continue to turn the pages, a faint, almost imagined sound emerges from the deepest part of your consciousness. The soft, rhythmic whoosh of turning leaves in a gentle autumn wind, echoing the rustle of the book's pages, a distant, natural harmony. The warmth of the fire, the earthy scent of wood smoke, and the gentle, repetitive sounds of turning pages create a profound sense of peaceful containment. You are perfectly suspended in this cocoon of soft warmth and quiet sound, allowing your mind to drift freely, without effort, in this timeless sanctuary. Everything feels perfectly still, perfectly calm, a gentle invitation to deep rest. The soft warmth of the crackling fireplace and the gentle rustle of turning pages in your library slowly recede as the night deepens. Now, a profound stillness, vast and expansive, calls you upwards, away from the comforting confines of your rooms. You move with unhurried grace through the hushed corridors of your penthouse, the cool marble floor beneath your feet, ascending a private spiral staircase. Each step is silent, cushioned by thick, dark carpeting as you rise towards the highest point of your residence. You arrive at the entrance to your rooftop observatory, a domed structure that stands in quiet silhouette against the velvet expanse of the night sky. The air here is noticeably cooler, crisp and clean, carrying the faint, almost metallic tang of ozone. Above, the dome, crafted from brushed aluminum, stands partially open, revealing a vast inky blackness punctuated by countless pinpricks of brilliant starlight. A subtle, low hum, almost imperceptible, emanates from within the observatory, a quiet sign of specialized equipment at rest. You step onto the smooth, dark composite floor of the observatory, its surface cool and solid. The light within is minimal, just enough to navigate. A few recessed red lights along the floor, preserving your night vision. In the center of the vast space stands your astronomical telescope, a majestic instrument of polished chrome and dark carbon fiber, its primary lens directed upwards, a silent sentinel pointed at the heavens. Its complex machinery emits the gentle, almost hypnotic hum, a consistent, low vibration that resonates softly in the vast silence. You approach the telescope, feeling the cool, smooth metal of its base beneath your fingertips. With a precise, unhurried movement, you power up the tracking motors. A series of soft, whirring sounds, delicate and mechanical, accompanies the gentle, almost imperceptible shift of the telescope as it precisely adjusts its alignment. These sounds are subtle, quiet whispers of technology, quickly fading into the profound stillness of the night. The scent of clean, cool air and a hint of something electronic, sterile and pure, fills your senses. You settle into the padded observer's chair, its seat softly yielding, and slowly bring your eye to the eyepiece. The vast, dark expanse of space instantly fills your vision, breathtaking in its silent immensity. Through the lens, a distant nebula glows with an ethereal, otherworldly light, its swirling colors a faint, mesmerizing dance against the backdrop of glittering stars. The hum of the telescope continues its steady rhythm, a gentle, hypnotic pulse that seems to connect you to the vastness of the cosmos. The cold, crisp air and the profound silence of space envelop you, inviting a deep, unhurried contemplation of the distant, silent beauty. Your mind drifts, a small, peaceful point within the infinite, profound quiet. The vast, silent beauty of the distant nebula, its swirling colors and ethereal dance, slowly recedes from your direct vision, though its image remains softly etched in your mind. The deep, expansive quiet of your rooftop observatory continues to surround you, punctuated by the gentle, persistent hum of the telescope's motors. The cool, crisp night air, carrying the faint tang of ozone, is a constant, invigorating presence against your skin. You remain seated in the padded observer's chair, feeling its subtle support, your gaze still directed towards the eyepiece, though your focus now shifts. You guide the telescope with a delicate, almost imperceptible touch on its electronic controls. A faint, low whir, a whisper of gears, accompanies the precise, slow reorientation of the instrument. The polished chrome and dark carbon fiber of the telescope shift with a silent, deliberate grace, aligning perfectly with a new, chosen celestial body. Through the eyepiece, a different kind of cosmic beauty now unfolds. You are tracking a slow-moving, silvery celestial body, perhaps a distant asteroid or a lone comet traversing the inky blackness. Its subtle, glacial movement across the field of view is mesmerizing, requiring only the gentlest of corrections. The object itself is a quiet presence, a faint, diffuse glow against the glittering backdrop of countless stars. Its slow, steady journey, a powerful meditation on time and distance. The air within the dome remains utterly still, save for the low, rhythmic hum of the telescope. Your concentration is deep yet effortless, a gentle focus that merges with the quiet mechanics of the instrument. You make a tiny adjustment, a barely perceptible turn of a knob, and feel a soft click under your finger, followed by the faint hiss of the motors as they respond with exquisite precision. The celestial body remains perfectly centered in your view, its silent, unhurried progression a profound source of calm. The cool night air, constantly refreshing, flows gently around you, preventing any sense of confinement in the vastness of the observation dome. You close your eyes for a moment, absorbing the profound stillness, the subtle hum, and the feeling of being intimately connected to something so vast and ancient. Then you open them again, allowing the quiet, silvery glow of the celestial body to refill your vision, its slow, persistent movement a hypnotic rhythm. The soft red lights of the observatory cast a warm, comforting glow around the edges of the space, a gentle boundary between the earthly and the infinite. The vast silence of the night sky, broken only by the continuous, low hum, envelops you completely, inviting a deep, unhurried drift into absolute peace. The vast silence of the night sky and the cool, crisp observatory air slowly recede, becoming a cherished memory of cosmic contemplation. As the night deepens, drawing you further into your home, you move with unhurried grace through the hushed corridors of your penthouse. The familiar cool marble beneath your feet guides you, away from the quiet hum of technology, towards a different kind of warmth and stillness. You enter a cozy, intimate sitting room, purposefully designed for evening repose. The air here is noticeably warm, imbued with the comforting scent of dying embers, and a faint, sweet whisper of vanilla. The main lights are already dimmed, replaced by the soft, steady glow of a single, strategically placed floor lamp, casting a pool of warm, golden light onto a luxurious, deep pile rug. In the center of the room, the grand marble fireplace, its dark obsidian surface gleaming, holds the last, quiet vestiges of a comforting fire. You settle into a deep, plush armchair, upholstered in a soft, cream-colored cashmere, its generous cushions embracing you in utter comfort. The soft creak of the fabric is the only sound you make, quickly absorbed by the profound stillness. Your gaze is drawn to the fireplace, where the logs have burned down to a bed of glowing cherry-red embers. They pulse with a soft, steady internal light, radiating a pervasive, gentle warmth that soothes your skin and deepens the sense of quietude in the room. On a small, polished side table nearby, A porcelain mug of warm, fragrant chamomile tea awaits. Its delicate steam curls softly upwards, carrying the calming scent of herbs and a hint of honey, mingling beautifully with the faint aroma of wood smoke from the embers. You reach for the mug, feeling the smooth, warm ceramic against your fingertips, a comforting presence in your hands. The temperature is perfect, a gentle warmth that promises profound relaxation. You take a slow, unhurried sip of the tea, allowing its smooth, sweet warmth to spread through your mouth and down into your body, dissolving any lingering tension. The subtle taste of chamomile and the soft sweetness of honey linger on your tongue, a delicate, soothing flavor. The only sound is the occasional, almost imperceptible hiss or flicker asterisks from the embers, tiny whispers of dying flame that punctuate the deep silence. Your breathing slows further, syncing with the quiet pulse of the glowing coals. This moment is a complete surrender to warmth, scent, and stillness. A perfect, gentle conclusion to the day, inviting a deep, unburdened peace. The last delicate warmth of the chamomile tea slowly disperses from your lips, leaving a soft, sweet echo. The glowing embers in the fireplace, once vibrant, now pulse with a deeper, gentler light, their warmth subtly receding as the night settles fully around your grand estate. You remain in the deep, plush cashmere armchair, feeling its comforting embrace, your body sinking further into its luxurious softness. The faint, earthy scent of wood smoke, now almost imperceptible, lingers gently in the warm, still air of the sitting room. You place the empty porcelain mug onto the polished side table, its contact with the smooth wood creating a soft, almost inaudible clink that quickly dissipates into the profound quiet. Your eyes drift from the last soft red glow of the embers, allowing the gentle, persistent pulse of their light to blur at the edges of your vision. A long, slow breath fills your lungs, and then exhales, a quiet release into the deepening silence of the room. The ambient lamplight casts vast, soft shadows, making the familiar shapes of furniture seem softened, peaceful. As you sit in this profound stillness, your senses expand, becoming acutely aware of the larger symphony of your grand estate settling for the night. From a distant wing, so far away it barely registers, comes the faint, deliberate tick-tock of a grandfather clock, a steady, rhythmic heartbeat in the otherwise silent edifice. It is a soft, almost ethereal sound, a gentle reminder of time's unhurried passage, yet it does not disrupt the peace, but rather deepens it. Then, a subtle, almost imperceptible creak resonates from the ancient timbers of the house, a quiet sigh as the structure adjusts to the cool embrace of the night. It's a soft, organic sound, a gentle settling, like the soft rustle of leaves that you heard in the forest earlier in the day. The air, though warm and still inside, carries a faint, whisper-like sound of the lightest breeze brushing against the immense, insulated windows. A subtle atmospheric caress that suggests the vast, quiet world beyond. You simply listen, allowing these distant, hushed sounds to wash over you, becoming part of the pervasive calm. The soft warmth from the fireplace, now just a memory on your skin, blends with the luxurious softness of the cashmere, creating a cocoon of comfort. Your breathing becomes slower, deeper, a steady, gentle rhythm that mirrors the unhurried pulse of the quiet night. The entire estate, from its deepest foundations to its highest points, feels like it is breathing with you, a living entity entering a state of deep, collective repose. The quiet rhythms of the estate settling around you become a soft lullaby, a comforting, expansive stillness that gently wraps itself around your quiet thoughts. Everything is at peace, profoundly still, awaiting the tranquil embrace of sleep. The distant echoes of your grand estate settling for the night, the faint, soft creaks of ancient timbers and the almost imperceptible chimes of distant clocks slowly melt into the deep, pervasive silence of your private bedroom. The last, gentle warmth from the dying fireplace embers, a lingering memory on your skin, now gives way to the exquisitely cool, fresh air of the deep night. You are already nestled deep within your luxurious bed. The world outside, even your magnificent penthouse, receding to a hushed murmur at the very edge of your awareness. You are lying perfectly still, enveloped entirely by the pristine silken sheets, their surface incredibly smooth and cool against your skin. The fabric, a pure, unblemished white, possesses an ethereal lightness, a delicate touch that feels almost like a second skin. Your head rests deeply into the voluminous, feather-filled pillow, its yielding softness molding perfectly to the contours of your neck and head, providing an ideal, weightless support. The faint, clean scent of fresh linen and a whisper of subtle lavender, a remnant from your evening bath, still lingers delicately around you, a comforting and familiar perfume that speaks of profound cleanliness and calm. Above you, the silk duvet lies draped with a luxurious yet almost imperceptible weight, its delicate warmth a gentle counterpoint to the cool sheets beneath. You feel the subtle, liquid movement of the silk as you shift the slightest amount, a soft, hushed swish that is barely audible, a sound that only serves to deepen the profound quietude of the room. The ambient lamplight from earlier has now been extinguished, leaving the bedroom in an enveloping, soft darkness. Only the faintest suggestions of shadow dance in the corners of the vast room, softened and blurred, utterly devoid of definition. Your eyes, gently closed, feel wonderfully heavy, resting in the peaceful darkness. Your breathing has slowed to an even, deep rhythm, each inhalation and exhalation a soft, almost imperceptible whisper, a quiet expansion and release that flows without effort. You can feel the steady, reassuring beat of your own heart, a gentle, internal drum that provides a constant, lulling rhythm for your drifting mind. Every muscle in your body feels utterly relaxed, heavy and soft against the perfectly comfortable mattress. There is no tension, no effort, only a profound sense of ease that settles deeply into every fiber of your being. The bed itself feels like a soft, comforting cloud, holding you gently yet securely. You are floating, suspended in a boundless, tranquil space, where every external sound has softened to nothingness, and every thought drifts away like a wisp of smoke into the dark, quiet expanse. The coolness of the silk, the softness of the pillow, the gentle rhythm of your breath, these are the only presences now. You are simply existing, drifting effortlessly on the cusp of deep, restoring sleep. The delicate coolness of the silken sheets, the feather-light warmth of the duvet, and the profound, peaceful quietude of your bedroom now merge into one continuous, enveloping sensation. You are no longer merely drifting on the cusp of sleep. You are gently, seamlessly crossing the threshold, surrendering fully to its soft, irresistible pull. The faint, clean scent of fresh linen, a lingering echo from your evening ritual, now blends into the clean, still air around you, becoming an indistinguishable part of the quiet darkness. Your body, already profoundly relaxed, continues its slow, unhurried descent into deeper slumber. You feel a subtle, exquisite sinking sensation as if the plush mattress beneath you is a soft, boundless cloud, cradling you with perfect support. Every muscle, every fiber, releases its last, most tenacious hold, softening, lengthening, becoming utterly fluid and heavy. The luxurious silk sheets, once a distinct presence, now feel like an extension of your own skin, their cool, smooth touch dissolving into a sensation of pure, perfect comfort, a gentle, weightless embrace that holds you securely within its folds. Your breath, already deep and slow, grows even more profound, becoming almost imperceptible, a gentle, rhythmic whisper that flows in and out with an effortless grace. Each inhalation is a soft, silent expansion of your chest, each exhalation a complete, unburdened release. The air around you is perfectly still, perfectly cool, a constant, pure presence that you draw in and softly let go, in an endless, quiet cycle. The subtle, steady beat of your own heart, once a faint internal drum, now softens further, becoming a deep, distant rhythm that resonates with the profound silence, a gentle, lulling pulse at the very core of your being. All lingering thoughts, even the softest, most ethereal images from the day's journey, now dissolve completely, like wisps of smoke vanishing into the vast, dark expanse of the night. Your mind feels expansive, clear, and utterly quiet, a peaceful void where conscious thought has gently ceased its gentle dance. There is no urgency, no expectation, only a profound, boundless stillness that settles deeply within the core of your being, a comforting emptiness that invites full, restorative oblivion. The softness of the feather pillow cradles your head, its pliant warmth a gentle anchor in the deepening drift. You feel a sense of ultimate weightlessness, yet simultaneously, a deep, pervasive heaviness that presses you gently into the comforting embrace of the mattress. The delicate warmth of the silk duvet remains, a soft, ethereal blanket over your body, creating a perfect balance of cool and warm, light and heavy. This is the gentle weight of quiet slumber, enveloping you completely, from the tips of your toes to the softest touch of your eyelids. You are fully surrendered, utterly at peace, sinking deeper and deeper into the profound, dark silence of deep, restorative rest.